don't understand that life is about development. That's what most people don't understand. It's all about you trying to develop yourself so you can develop your kids to different levels so you can develop their kids and so forth. But we don't even know that. Okay? Most people don't even know why they go to work. They're just going to work to pay a bill. Because I've seen people coming out there talking about, this ain't for me. Your job wasn't for you. That wasn't a dream job when you was in school. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yes. They just hired you. Does that make sense? Okay? The key thing that has to be the constant is, what do you want? What is your why? What is your goals and dreams? That's got to be huge. See, my why was huge. It was way bigger than just money. My why was, I knew that as I got older, that my parents were going to get older, and I know that none of my sisters are responsible, that everything was going to fall on me. And I knew that I couldn't take care of my mom and dad like I want to, just working a job at FedEx. Okay? So I had to get rich. It was not even an option. Yeah. That's why I had a pest control company. That's why I had a vending machine business. That's why I had rental property. I took all those risks. That's why I went through different network marketing companies until I found the right one. And see, a lot of you guys don't understand this. There's people put all kind of crap on the internet on me. I ain't never did nothing to hurt nobody. All I did was just left a company. I ain't did nothing else. If you look on the internet, you can't find one thing that somebody said, Rob, I did something there. And I ran into people that didn't even know me. They didn't even know I was Robert Did. They said, man, I hate that guy. I said, I don't know, man. I just hate it. I haven't done nothing to hurt nobody ever. I done gave away cars. I done loaned people money. I done loaned out over $2 million. I done had tens of thousands of people to come through my home. I done took over 10,000 people out to dinner. I ain't never did nothing to nobody. But when I leave a company, it's national news. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Think about it for a minute. For what? My motto, when a horse dies, dismount. Right? A lot of you guys, see, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you guys so emotionally attached to products and to things. You need to be emotionally attached to your goals and dreams and your family. That's what you need to be attached to. Okay? So tonight you got to ask yourself, are you a product addict or a dream chaser? Okay? See, I look at this business just like playing for the NFL football team. You might start out, okay, with the Detroit Lions. You might get traded to the Super Bowl team, the New York Giants. The game is the same. The uniform and the name change. You just want to be with the company that's going to get you the Super Bowl ring. And guess who's going to get that? Momentis. Is everybody? Okay. So, there you go. I give out rings too. I actually do that for my team. Okay? So I want you guys to understand something. You guys got to start being business-minded people. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay? My home bank in Atlanta, my home bank in Atlanta is Wells Fargo. Now, when you look on my card, it says I've been a member since 2000. That's like 12 years. Now, when I first got my account, it was First Atlanta. Then they got bought out by First Union. Then they got bought out by Wachovia. Just last year, they changed to Wells Fargo. Now, if I go into the bank crying, you know what, I sure miss, Wells Fargo. I mean, Wachovia. Why it's got to be Wells Fargo? Why y'all change the way we do things? See, that's how a lot of you guys do your business. People, this is business. Yeah. Okay? Either their customers adapt or they get gone. Right? You think about going to the bank every day crying, I won't Wachovia bag. I don't like the red symbol on my card. That's a sin. See, so what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that you got to look at your business different, because Dr. Dwayne Dyer said when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Does that make sense? Yeah. See, right now you might say to yourself, man, every company I've been in, I ain't never been successful. Well, that don't mean that you won't be successful in your next company. That don't mean that you won't be successful in Momentis. That means that you just need to make up your mind to change you. Okay? Because I'm going to give you an example. When y'all be piquing interest, in the beginning, you're not going to get a lot of people because you're new. But as you develop yourself, you're going to always get better if you're doing the business. There's no way you cannot. Because when you focus on something, you will get better at it. It's when you don't do it. Is everybody with them? So you're going to be bad before you're good, and good before you're great. Okay? Understand that. That's the learning process. I want you to write this down. You want to quicken your pace to gain experience. Quicken your pace to gain experience. Okay? You want to get out here and get as many no's as you possibly can. Okay? See, a lot of you guys let no's just kill you. Because y'all think no mean, I hurt your dirty guts, don't call me up again. It don't mean that. It means not now, maybe later. When Rafina called me and her have been best friends for years. I hadn't talked to her in about 4 or 5 years. She said, Rob, I want your opinion. I want you to look at Momentis for me because it's a Canadian-based company. I live in Toronto. And I want you to look at it for me and tell me what you think. And I did that. And I said, hey, this is a nice company, but I'm not open. I'm in Momentis today. I told her no then. I'm in Momentis today. Everybody that I helped create a millionaire, I created 24 millionaires. Every last one of them told me no. Every last one of them told me no. And I'm going to tell you the secret. Most people that tell you no, they ain't doing that anyway. They coming. They just waiting on you to stop running your mouth and do something. Yeah. Because see, when you get in a habit of building yourself and you're known for results, people are attracted to you. Like now I got people calling, man, in return they call, man, I want to get in Momentis with you, Rob. I heard you in Momentis. People just call me and then people say, well, that's not fair. Well, no, it is fair. I done paid the time over the years to develop myself where people are attracted to me. You need to do the same thing. That's what most people don't understand. And I want you guys to understand, when you start working on yourself, that is something that you cannot cheat. You cannot cram. See, you can go to school and get a diploma and a degree, but not an education.
Exactly.
Right? Look at them. They give each other a high five. Yeah. Right? Now, this is what I want you guys to understand. I want you to listen to what I just said. You can get a degree and a diploma and not an education. But guess what? You can't cram a natural system. Let me give you an example. If you're a farmer and you forgot to plant your seeds for your corn, for your cabbages and all that, and then when it's time to harvest, you run out 2 days before harvest and you say, oh, God, I forgot, let me plant it. So you can't cram a natural system. You can't cram personal development. You can't do it. And you can't develop without experience. But see, a lot of you guys stopping yourself from gaining experience because you want to be perfect. You don't want to be embarrassed. You need to be embarrassed. Embarrassed is just a state of mind. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you're rich, you don't care about being embarrassed. I'm going to tell you a true story. I do tons of people come to my house and do tours. Now I pay my electricity bill yearly. I've been so busy, I forgot to pay it. The year came around, it was off. I had 3,000 people on buses at my front house, and I'm pulling up in a Rolls Royce, and I hit the button to let up the garage, and it didn't let up. And guess what? I looked at the doorbell ring. When I saw that light went on, I said, oh, my electricity's off. I got 3 big old buses, all these vans, carloads. I got professional tour guys, all these people walking all these people down to my house. I had to break a window and break into my house. Thank God we did the tour at 1 o'clock in the daytime, because when I let all the windows up and everything and open the curtains and let the blinds up, people came through and never knew all my lights was out. All I first knew was my secretary. She was so mad at me. She's like, bro, I cannot believe you ain't paid. I said, it's been over a year. I paid a year. I forget about it. Okay? And then when I called and paid for it, the lady said, is this Mr. Dean the millionaire? You mean tell me? You need to get you a woman so they can do, you know how they do. Oh, no. I'm like, no, turn my lights on, okay? And so what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is stop being scared of being embarrassed. I'm going to tell you something that happened to me in Nona. I was doing a presentation in L.A. And this is the weirdest presentation I've ever done. It was it was at a place called something Beach. What's the Muscle Beach here?
On Beach?
What is it? Venice. There you go, Venice Beach, right? So now I'm at a little building over there off Washington Road over there, Washington Drive. And everybody in there was in tip-top shape. I mean, it was one guy on the front row lifting weights. I'm serious. Women had on tiger suits. They had like an 8-pack. All this. I mean, in top shape, right?